What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back to more Biomutant. So, been a couple days since I've played. Might be a little bit rusty here. These names are so ridiculous, I swear. Wonky Mump. Yeah, not this time. I went back and I watched my fight with him. I was like, I'm not dying to this dickhead again. Jesus. It still hits so hard. So stuff like this makes me kind of wish I had taken a gun spec, because I can't really get in, and like every time I try to get in and like hit this guy with the sword, I feel like I'm not doing enough damage. Down you go, big ugly. Dandy candy, health regen and duration, okay. And then let's do more strength. Upgrade points and side points. Weapon-based range attacks from enemies have a 10% chance to miss you completely. I should wait until I have another thing for that. I don't have... Oh, here we go. I got side powers. Press down the input you have bound. It will launch you forward and leave a trail of fire. Or blank. It will teleport you in the direction you are moving and create a shockwave when you reappear. So these are both just high mobility moves. Oh, now I can see. I didn't look at this before. Dark and light. So dark has sizzle ball. Whereas light has freeze. Light lets you levitate. Dark gives you telekinesis, though. Light gives you key spark. Dark gives you sky spark. Dark looks way cooler. Holy, oh my god. Yeah, let's do this. And what is my dodge button? I think it's B. So then I can just
Not gonna happen with your key energy level.
I did go ahead and knock the difficulty down, by the way. I know we talked at the at the last episode about possibly knocking it down from hard. If things get too easy, I'll knock it back up, but yeah, when we fought this thing and it basically just two-shot me, kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. Reminded me a little bit of like AC Valhalla on the highest difficulty, where like everything, you know, just becomes a sponge and one-shots you. You're like, oh, this is fun. This is cool.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see.
Gotta mark the map post.
As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
Oh, in the past
Echoes
again.
of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, you should just keep going.
Choose to be lonely because no one understands what he's going
No one
through.
understands what he thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now.
Oh. Just yeeted my ass into the lake. You can swim in most waters. While in very deep water, you'll slowly lose ki, and while you're out of ki, you'll drown. So that meter in the top left. Very helpful, bro. Don't just yeet a child into the water.
That wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. You need to rely on those who... You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. You know... You should know. Practice makes perfect. You have to keep working on it if you want to be good at it. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be...
I always find it weird with anthropomorphic animals how they're like, oh, this one's a female. We gotta give it boobs.
Another familiar face with lots on his
If we don't put boobs on it, people won't know that that's supposed to be a female.
Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some He thinks you're... You should look for things that are recycled.
Oh, we gotta hold X, tap X.
He wonders what usefulness you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left lying around on the ground. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make it...
Upcycle. Crafting intro. Welcome to crafting. Here you can modify existing weapons or armors, or if you're feeling creative, create entirely new weapons from scratch. With the right pieces, you can craft your own weapons. Start crafting your weapons, select the base. This defines the weapon. 3 different kinds. Crush, one-handed, two-handed. Continue crafting, select the handle slot. Oh, I can do a banana.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
Fruit, drip, chick, typo.
He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon.
Not in this world to live up to his expectations, but he hopes you're never going to have to use it.
He's looking
forward to seeing what you'll make.
Next. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Sana jote.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village.
Apli tonumuta.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future.
Tropalo.
She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself.
Pala puri kumbala mua.
That's all she's ever asked.
Pala tropalo.
You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Amun.
She... They look determined. Better watch out.
Ole Olaga.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Ole Olaga. Maliaru no matua.
He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though.
Matpa. Ole pep salora.
There's no way they'll let you pass.
E coffee. E pasi.
He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
What? I was mashing X. What the hell? Well, I think it's got 4. It's a plot loss.
Ben nampusa.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Inyada aldo.
She's there.
Moni basa.
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Asil natu.
It's time to focus on your training now.
Moni basa. Kanyala no toro.
She said it before. Wung-Fu will keep your body in good health, and that's how you keep your mind.
I'm really getting tired of the whole, like, listen to gibberish and then also have to listen to narrator. I really wish they took the Hollow Knight approach where, you know, if these anthropomorphic creatures are going to talk gibberish, just give me subtitles. I don't need the dude to narrate everything after the fact, effectively just doubling all the dialogue.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He heard. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll talk to her, sure, but you know she wants you to accept. He suggests you get going and...
So we're gonna learn how to make armor, probably.
He's curious to see what you found. He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionucleus pool and refresh his DNA. He's learned you never know when something you found might... He says it's about time you learned how and offers to teach you.
Select a slot, press X. Random things I'm slapping on.
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Vaksan mar malva cherry. Vaksan mar malva cherry. Giraffe Vasco.
He thinks you... He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make.
It's crazy to think we're still in tutorial, basically. Like, 2 hours into the game. Haven't even gotten, like, we're just now learning Wung-Fu.
Your Muma says it's about time you...
Andro?
She says she is eager to get started. You don't...
Kamonu. Ruhemuhtono.
But there's enough time left for repetition.
Gendrana mala.
Wants you to prove...
Kala.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you.
Naro lote.
Thanks.
Kala. Gendrana mala.
Been working on a present for you. With...
Naro lote. Ben nampusa.
You should go see...
Pial tu ma.
That's why you should be sure to thank him for it.
Oh, it's my little grasshopper thing.
Catchy.
Ben nampusa.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as...
Sadurutu.
Figuring that out,
Tatenko baba sakting. Doma lektuk.
a piece of...
Kuri kumbala mua.
It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll...
Tatenko baba sakting.
Says it's not a record.
Aplitonumuta.
Your Muma says you look tired. No one...
It's intended.
Says a good rest. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
And subsequent playthroughs of this to like try different classes are gonna take just
Nothing can
ages.
stop you from setting the world on fire.
So much dialogue.
Andoro. Can see.
I hope there's a way to like skip all this shit in subsequent playthroughs.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames.
Like, I mean, it feels like there's a lot of like really cool mechanics in this game, like all the different, you know, your weapon type, your abilities, your specials, being able to, you know, parry, time dodge, light, dark, there's all kinds of shit, but the game is just like overloaded with tutorials. I'm just like, please let me just play.
It's intended.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come.
Kuri kumbala mua.
He wants to destroy her. The time to fight is coming, whether she's ready.
Kala. Kialdo male kanoro tono.
Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you.
Kialdo male kanoro tono.
She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally called.
Kialdo male kanoro tono. Kamonu.
She had a life. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
Oh, damn. Am I actually supposed to just run away? This thing would rather target me than the...
You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water.
That's not how that saying goes.
You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
Let's try this again. I wasn't paying attention to the dude. Was I supposed to dodge again? I didn't see a prompt there. I keep missing these prompts. Unless this is supposed to happen.
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
Why couldn't she just dodge him a second time?
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory.
This is Lion King moment we're having. This is so cheesy.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Anyway, the real saying is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Hey, my dad used to always try and say that shit. Every time I'd be like, well, I'm hanging out. He's like, wow, blood's thicker than water. Blood's thicker than water. And I'm like, trying to infer that, family should always come first. When in fact, that's not the saying. The original saying, the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, suggests that the bonds that you make by choice with friends are more important than the supposed forced bonds that you should have just because someone is family. Anyway. We're going to wrap up here because I'm sure as soon as we walk up to that, there's going to be a cutscene and some stuff that's going down. So we'll close out here. Hopefully I really hope the game begins to, just open up. Because I feel like we have basically just, we're just getting, it's just tutorial. Can I modify this? Like how it's called a stabby. Yeah, I have nothing to even craft with yet. So anyway, we're gonna wrap up. Hopefully soon we just went through all that tutorial and I don't even have the shit I need to craft, but hopefully soon we're able to. Because with all the systems in this game, with the crafting and the leveling up and whatnot, I feel like there's a lot here to enjoy. We just need to slog through the hours of tutorials it wants to throw at us. But either way, stay tuned. We'll have more coming your way soon, and I'll catch you then.